live? I think I'm going. Hello, everybody. Good evening and welcome to Tuesday evening. It is just about 6:30 p.m. Central Time, and I am live. If you are watching this right now on the replay, hello. Thank you for being here. Please take a moment to like this video, subscribe if you are not already, so you will be, and ring the notification bell so you get the little notification when I am live, because that is my preferred method of delivery of service. I don't know if that makes sense. Also, make sure to leave a comment. Comment along with the video as you watch along, and we'll appreciate that. So happy new catalog day. That means we have new in colors, and that's going to be kind of my focus project today is working with the new in colors. So we will go through that. I can even now look inside the catalog with you because I've just been able to show you the front, but now we can see all inside. But we opened up to some scrapbooking stuff, which is fantastic because there is great scrapbooking items in here, but there's still all of our great card making items in this catalog as well. If you do not have a catalog yet, and you are local, you can come by the crop Saturday at Christ Lutheran Church, and I will have catalogs there. And come by and shop my retired sale. And I'm also running a special Saturday if you're purchasing new products. I'm running a special, and that was in my newsletter. So if you have any questions about that, please reach out to me. I'll be happy to answer those. But even if you are not coming to the crop Saturday, you are welcome to come pick up a catalog and shop the retired sale. And don't mind Gus, he's just coming through to get to the cat beds. I don't understand why they've got to come through like the longest path instead of just hopping up there, but that's what he decided to do. So without further ado, because I also want to take a peek at the website, because not only do we have the products from the catalog, we also have new online exclusives that came out today. And personally, I think a lot of the stamp sets on the online exclusives were probably some more of my favorite, though there's great things in here, and I will talk to you about. I ordered paper and ribbon shares. I had my alarm set for 12:56 a.m. to make sure I ordered the paper and the ribbon just in case anything went out of stock. I do think everything is fine, but I'm not taking any chances. If you missed out on the paper share, I do have one paper share that I could sell, $32. So I'll have one extra. So if you would like that, the first person to contact me and say, I'll take that paper share will be the winner. If it doesn't get sold, that's fine. I will use the paper, but I just want to offer that up to you. Let's see, I'm getting some. My mom was asking if I'm on YouTube, and yes, I am. She must not have the notification bell dinged. She uses her tablet. It should pop up, right? Everybody say, come on, Mom, get with it. And then also, just as a reminder for my local people, June 14th, I am hosting a workshop blind date with a card, and it will be a great opportunity to bring a friend who's maybe not a big crafter, maybe new to it, or maybe done it a few times. And if you bring a friend who's never been to my house or a workshop, I will have a gift for you. So I'm really hoping that will be, it's only going to be 2 hours in theory. So I'm hoping that will be successful. So let's go ahead and we will switch the camera and we'll make a project. We're going to blame Gus. I had this all lined up nice, and then he came walk through with his little fluffy behind and messed it all up. So our new in colors, we've kind of looked at these before. We have Cloud Cover, we have Darling Duckling, we have Secret Sea, Strawberry Slush, and Timid Tiger. And I do have, my sample actually is on a black background, so we're going to be good there. Now let's talk about the ink with the in colors. So if you have not been listening to my videos or you do not know, the Cloud Cover ink pad, the formula sometimes reacts with the foam pad of our ink pads. So they are not releasing the full-size ink pad to customers. Now, as a demonstrator, I had the opportunity to purchase one this morning. a regular size one. It may or may not be the right color. I also purchased the empty ink spots and the refill so I can make one because it will not affect the linen pads, which are little ink spots are a linen pad versus the foam of our large ones. Then I also remembered we have all of our Stamp and Write markers, and you can also use these to color on stamps. And we will talk about that briefly because about a project, and I'm really only going to recommend the coloring on the stamps for your red rubber. I don't think it works very good with photopolymer. We'll do demonstrations. Look, Melinda's here. Oh, you're at work. Shh, don't tell. Oh, I love the little kitty in the box. So, hello, Melinda, and hi, Mom. I see that you are there as well. So I want to do the project first, and I was really struggling about what to do because I've been prepping for the crop, and I also need to come up with Stamp Club projects because Stamp Club is next Saturday, which is a week and a day earlier than it normally is because of the holiday, and my nephew's graduating high school, so there's his parties on the Sunday, and I've been like overly stressing myself out about it, and then I thought, I need to come up with something to do Tuesday, so here we are. So I'm going to tell you about what I've done. So these are all of our colors, and I put them in like the rainbow order, with the Secret Sea serving as violet, even though it's really like a denim faded black color. So I put it in rainbow order versus what my bookmark I have. Isn't that a little trippy? My bookmark is in alphabetical order, I believe. Yeah, C, D, S, S, T. Yeah. So I did my bookmark alphabetical, and then this I have in Roy G. Biv. So there's no G, no green, but we're going to be okay. So these strips are 1 inch by 8.5 because I had partial strips left over from when I was making my bookmarks. So I glued each strip down on a piece of white cardstock. Okay. And I am going to cut, let's see, I did half, I think I'm going to try 1/4 inch strip. My sample, I did 1/2 inch. We're going to do a little bit more. So there, it is not quite, and I did cut this. And then there's some here. I'm going to try to just cut a little smidgen of that strawberry slush to get rid of that white edge. Yep. Okay, I did a good job. So I'm going to come through here and I want to cut this end before I do anything else. So these are glued on. I did use Tombow because I want it to be pretty well adhesive. Man, do I really want to torture myself with 1/2 inch strips or 1/4 inch. Yeah, we're going to do it. I'm going to cut several of these. I'm trying to think how many will I need. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, probably 14. So you could, I feel like I've maybe talked about doing this before, but what I'm going to show you, but I don't feel like I've really executed it before. I just think it kind of makes a neat deal, and it's a fun way to show off the new colors. And the other empty piece of white I cut off, and it's just in the scrap bin. It's a great size to do die cuts or maybe the inside panel of a card. We'll see how many of these I actually cut. So I did order a paper share and ribbon share this morning. I had set my alarm for 12:56 a.m. Because the catalog went live at midnight Mountain Time. And it's so funny because I even had the light come on in the room at the same time. And I'd maybe been asleep for a couple of hours, probably. Maybe 2.5 hours. And I don't know, I was probably dreaming and I woke up and I'm like, why am I up right now? I don't need to be up. This is weird. And I told the lady of the house, aka Alexa, to turn the light off, and I shut the alarm off, and then I, like 5 seconds later, I was like, no, I gotta wake up and order the stuff. And so it was like a really interesting moment early this morning, but I got everything ordered. And then I ordered a couple of other things for me. I think this is gonna be. I'm gonna just do. I wasn't counting. I'm just gonna do one more, and whatever we end up with, we end up if we end up with. So I do have. I also had cut. So here's one from earlier. This larger panel. This is a three. So this is a 3x5. That I have a sample card where I used this. So this looks cute on a card as well. And of course you could use any colors, but again, we're just showing off the in colors. So this is mounted on white. I have another piece of white, so it's going to get very thick. Let's see. Let me check up the comments. Oh yes, Mom ordered very early too. I beat her. So my piece of white is 5 by 3 3/4, with the idea that I will be trimming an 1/8 inch. We'll come down a little bit. Because we are going to glue these strips on here, and I'm going to try to hit the middle first. We're going to have to visually go with the middle there. Maybe some of you have done this before. See, there's a little flip up there, which I could probably get. So I'm going to step this down to do like a checkered, so I'm not going to put adhesive where the blue, where the secret C is. Today is my day to help learn the colors myself. So now I'm just putting glue to Strawberry Slush, Timid Tiger, and Darling Duckling. And let's see, let's kind of work on the other side. I think you could definitely do the same thing with DSP, depending. It would be interesting. It would be very busy, as you can see. Oops, I did a little too much there. I get a little too excited about putting my glue down. So then we're just going to do these two. Okay, so if you're watching, either repeat or you're live, who has I know Mom's been online to see new product. So in the comments, let me know if you have a favorite new product. It could be online or in the catalog. Or how about, do you have a favorite in color? So we have Strawberry Slush, Timid Tiger, Darling Duckling, Cloud Cover, and the Secret Sea. Now, does everybody have a pair of cruddy scissors? Because there could be adhesive here. So I have these crud scissors. I've had these forever. And see, they're like really gross. So where I've trimmed that off, I'm going to lay this down. I am really liking how this looks with the 1/4 inch. Could you use adhesive sheet? Maybe, but it would be very tricky. You would want to probably use silicone craft sheet underneath. Really the adhesive sheet might have been a good idea when I put the colored cardstock onto the white originally in this form. That might have made it a little better. And then I think, what, 2 more strips? So I think it would be this way. Yep. This looks so cool. I think it's really interesting to see this because I think sometimes we will look at the end colors and go, well, those don't go together. And then you see a project like this and you're like, oh, well, all those colors definitely go together. Almost done. Lots of work today. I really kind of wanted to do the full experience with this because I just didn't think it would translate very well. See, there's a little without doing the full project on the video. And then we will cut these off. Uh-oh, we're a little wiggly here. And I'm going to trim off the white. Kind of on all 4 sides. Let's see, let's do, I think this is the better edge. And look at that, I still have a couple of strips remaining. So these strips could be used like on a card with like just a sentiment stamped on the white. That would be really fun. So we'll hang on to those. Everybody can hold me accountable. Okay, Mom likes it. So I'm gonna just trim. Look, it's gonna create some confetti. Now there's a lot of, I don't know if you can see, there's a lot of little pieces in here, so I am gonna make sure I come through it, or a piece of scrap cardstock, because those little pieces in there are gonna mess up your cuts. And press down really hard because you're going through 2 layers of cardstock. I think this would be a really good technique for a guide card. You could maybe focus on, you know, just blues and greens. But I actually think this would, see, I didn't press very hard there. And I'm not doing, like, I'm not looking at the measurements. So it's kind of scored so I can go through with the scissors. There we go. Okay, so we have like one little white gap there, but not bad. And then we have a mess and the camera is all tilty. We're gonna come up anyways. Boop, 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 boop. Oh, hey Linda. I'm very focused on the crafting this evening, so the commenting is, you guys have to talk amongst yourselves. So I went with the idea of a black background. And so it's good. See, so here is the secret C. So when it's on the black, I think even on the camera you can tell that it is definitely blue, not black. And let me come up here. You know what? I haven't made these guys yet for the new colors. And we'll look at Night of Navy. So there it is with the Night of Navy. And then there we are with the black. Here, we'll hold all of them up at the same time. So there is definitely a difference. So because this is so thick, we're like 3 layers thick now actually. I said 2. You have the color, you have the white, and then white again. So I'm just going to tape this down because it is 3 layers of cardstock thick. So when you do this, you end up, you know, with kind of a simple, you can have a pretty simple layout. Man, this, who scored and did this base? I did. And then I just stamped from, I love the Round We Go. I'm so happy that it's still in our collection because I think it's just got all the great birthday sentiments. And these cute little starburst die cuts are part of that. So we'll pop the sentiment up, make it real simple. And this is where it kind of gets fun. It could be, you know, it could even be this way, right? It could be here, it could be here, or here. You could add a ribbon. I kind of think I want to, man, looks like that's the door and it's like a little video game castle or something. Let's try to cover up my little white space there. And then we'll come through with these white little bling dots to scatter around. And we end up with this. And it will need a white piece inside. Let's see. Where do you get the hash mark? Oh, this right here. So that is in the Round We Go. Where are they? This one where we did, actually it's been about a year. This came out in the last catalog and we did the pinwheels and Stamp Club. And on the video where we used this to make that pinwheel. My photopolymer doesn't like to stick in there anymore. So here's my 1/2 inch sample. And this one I did the little starburst. So you can see the difference there. I'll hold them both up real quick. It looks very retro-y, maybe 80s. Like it kind of, it feels a little 80s maybe. Which is kind of cool, I think. So then I have this sample here where I used the pinwheel on Crumb Cake, and that's this piece. And this lovely white ribbon here is hiding my poorly markered stamped happy birthday. And I'm going to demonstrate why for some reason, I don't know, this is where I said at the beginning of the video, we can use our markers to color on the stamps. I just don't think it works very good with photopolymer, and we will show that off. I do think you could also do a card with it going this way. It may be, I was thinking about doing the happy birthday. This is new in the catalog, the Layered Thoughts. Just a black or even embossed, maybe embossed black across like that would be kind of cool. Crumb Cake in black. Crumb Cake is a great color, like it goes with everything. I do say now, if anybody asks what my favorite Stampin' Up color is, I say Crumb Cake because it can go with anything. And it's like my favorite color to antique things with like a foam brush. So let's just, this wasn't originally my plan, but I want to show you what I meant with the coloring. And it's so funny, I'm like, where's a red rubber stamp? I can't find, all of my red rubber stamps retired or, you know, are no longer available. The Happy Camper is red rubber. All my other ones are photopolymer. And, you know, there's mixed, you know, some people prefer one over the other. I feel like we have room for both, and this is going to be a reason of why we need both my sample here. And you know what? I'm going to get a different piece of paper. Here, this has got a little wrinkle in it. And I'm going to see if it'll do it with, let's do with the pink Strawberry Slush. And we're going to just do a quick demonstration. So here's the photopolymer with our ink pad. You know, they're new, so they're a little juicy. And this is the red rubber. Okay. So there is that. Looks great. Oops. So let's see if this will make a liar of me. I did this with the cloud cover with the photopolymer Happy Birthday, and it didn't look very good. So you can take your brush tip and color, and granted, this is a thicker sentiment, so, you know, it might be okay with this one. So this is what my tip will be, is to always test, especially if you're doing a sentiment with your marker. So this will be the marker. Aha. Do you see that? But let's do it with the red rubber. Use that brush tip. I'll do it below. So it's not quite as dark. I didn't press very hard. But do you see the difference? How this is like all splotchy? Let's do a little autofocus here. So this is a photopolymer stamp with the ink pad, photopolymer stamp with our Stampin' Write marker, red rubber with the ink pad, red rubber with the Stampin' Write marker. So the red rubber with the marker comes out crisp, and I didn't press very hard on that. And a little huff would have helped too. But this is what my Happy Birthday underneath here looks like, because I was like, oh, I'll just use the marker, but it was a photopolymer Happy Birthday. So there's your tip. So test that out yourself, because it is, getting the markers is a very economical way to get the new colors right away if you're not sure if you want to invest in the full ink pad to get the set of the Stampin' Write markers, because you can color on your stamps. But as you see, it doesn't do quite as good of a job with the photopolymer. So there's my full transparency there for the day. So let's just do a little peeking inside the catalog. So I hope it seems like people like the card. I don't know, let me know, do you like 1/2 inch, 1/4 inch, or you like them both? Like if you're in a hurry, we're gonna do 1/2 inch. We have a little bit more time, we'll do a 1/4 inch. Really didn't take that long though. So the annual catalog, let's see, Linda's on, Mom's on, they both have catalogs. Melinda is not watching at work. She has a catalog. And I haven't had a ton of feedback from people, so I am looking forward to seeing everybody Saturday at the crop so I can learn about what your favorite things are in the catalog and online. So the catalog is arranged somewhat similar to our ladies last year who are having their tea party, their craft party out on the in the garden. Where we have like the step-by-step. This kit was released today, and there was another really cool kit released today as well. So they're talking about kits, and of course every month 2 kits are released online. And then we have scrapbook workshop kits. And if you are like me and you're not like a natural scrapbooker, these are amazing. I will just continue to tell you how amazing I think these are. I think the this one here, Weekend Adventure, it's kind of like a outdoorsy one. This is on my want list. It does 2, 4, 6 pages, so 3 2-page layouts. They're at the beginning, page 18. So that's on my list, and then there's several more. And then we go into like our mix and match with our ephemera, and we have scrapbook sketches in here. There's card sketches, and I'm just gonna go through real fast. New ephemera. So I have some of this. So Stamp Club, we're going to be probably using this next week. As soon as I come up with projects, they're up here. I just know it. Or I might come to the catalog and use some of these. Some of these are nice projects. If y'all don't know what to make, go to the catalog. It will tell you what to make. Let's see, I have this suite here already. Beautiful paper, 6x6. It is in the paper share. Let's see, then we kind of go to the a la carte scrapbooking where it might look like similar to the scrapbook kits, but it's everything separated. So if you want the DSP pack with the sticker sheet, or our card makers too, you can purchase the DSP with the sticker sheet. There's our pack of two-tone paper where you have 2 of each color. Really great way to get some of that two-tone. And then there's going to be stamp sets that will work for cards but are scaled for 12 by 12 traditional scrapbooking. So you'll see coordinating things. So this one here, this Celebrate Together, there's a whole like regular product suite with a smaller scaled stamp set and dies, and this DSP without the sticker sheet is online. So, oh, and I love this little stamp set here that goes with that kind of outdoorsy scrapbook kit, or I could get the things separated. I love the little mug, taking the scenic route. Love that. I love Adventure Starts Here. Great. This set is on, that stamp set is on my wish list. We have scrapbooks now, binders. So all of our colors now are available in two-tone cardstock. And so this is they're 12 by 12. And if you're coming to the crop, I'm going to have a two-tone cardstock activity that's optional for people to try out. $10 gets you 12 sheets. It's a little thinner than our regular cardstock, so the color is printed onto white paper, so that gives us the white core, versus our regular 8.5 by 11 cardstock, which is dyed all the way through. When you tear it, it's still that color. So I think these would be, if you're not a scrapbooker, I think the two-tone would be beneficial to you because, one, there's the cool embossing techniques, the sandpaper, but you know, the cardstock did go up in price. And some people, if you're doing a lot of layers, your card could get very heavy, and this is a little thinner. It's more like the designer series paper thickness, and might be great to do some die cutting with this. And then you're getting those two tones. So I think there's a lot of really great card techniques that I myself am going to continue exploring as well, and will continue to share the two-tone cardstock with you in videos and projects and everything. Let's see, I do have this one here. This 1 7/8 punch is not available yet. There was some kind of issue, but it should be coming soon. So the bundle is not available. So just put that down your list later. I did pick up this one here. That is the bundle, and then the washi tape that'll cut it out. I did order this at 1 a.m. this morning while I was half awake and half asleep. This is still on my wish list here, the giant alphabet and banner bundle. If you did not see Sarah Douglas's video today, make sure to go over to her Facebook page or Instagram and watch that. She showed a lot of product and samples. I think she had this actual banner that she was showing off in the video. I think this sentiment is on my list. So, you know, the catalog is great, but all of these products are also online. So I am going to pull up the website. I'm going to say hello, and we're going to just look at the website real quick. Don't want to keep everybody super long. Thanks for being here. Make sure if you're watching the repeat, like the video, leave a comment. Make sure if you do the little ring-a-ding-ding bell so you know when I'm live. I'm going to go to the computer screen. It's going to look a little crazy for a second, and I'll minimize. I can't, ooh, that was even crazier than I anticipated. So here we are at the Stampin'Up.com website. I'm just in as a guest right now. There is a join special going on. Let's see, will it pause there? It will. So you can join Stampin' Up, join my team for $99 and get $165 in product. Normally I think you get $125. So this is a join special. So if you've ever thought about joining or rejoining, please reach out to me. I'd love to have you on my team. You would get your kit, and then you would automatically get 20% off. Plus, you earn 10% rewards as well. And you earn the rewards on the retail amount. So there's a couple of things that we can do. You know, me, I like to go right up to the top here to what's new, new arrivals, and it's just gonna plop everything in their newest. I had this stamp set in my cart originally, and my total was kind of high, so I took it off. I was like, we can get you next month. This is a really cool background stamp. It is in the catalog, and if you have not noticed, this is a 5-in-1 stamp because you can stamp, or actually more than that, but so this, they have it stamped as the background, but these 4 strips are actually individual stamps. So you can use them together or alone or 2 together or 3 together. So I think it could like really do some cool look. So here you can see just that little dash. Isn't that a cute card? Oh my gosh, I love that so much. I love coming onto the website because sometimes the samples, they might be in the catalog, but it looks different when you just see the card versus kind of like a scattered thing. I think it's so great to be able to have the catalog, but also to look online because the samples sometimes just look different, or there's different samples. So we have the new ephemera packs. Those are also in the catalog, and they are stickers now. So if you love ephemera, scrapbookers, and card makers alike, you're going to want to make sure that you check out the new ephemera. So scrapbooking kits. Here's 2-tone cardstock in a full pack. We love that. And our ink refills and etc., etc., etc. So let's look at, I'm going to go over here to menu, and I'm going to do right here, online exclusive, because that's not in the catalog. So let's peek at those. And last week I used the Sweet Jar bundle in my projects, and that is available now as online exclusive. So these are the 2 new kits. This one is really cool. There's no stamping, but it's kind of like a mini ephemera pack, and there's a box. So fun images. I could see some of you scrapbookers just buying this for these printed die cuts. Like for a zoo trip, there's the sloth. Topeka, we have the sloth. She has a baby, it seems like every other week. There's a toucan. There's a cactus. Some really cool. There's a sunflower. Some really cool large elements there. Let's see. So you're like, well, Anne Marie, those kits were, where's the online stuff? It's coming, it's right here. See, there's the in-color markers. They're not listed in the catalog, but that doesn't mean they don't exist. So you're going to find those online. So for $17.50, you can get all of the new colors. There's this little piggy where there's his little belly die cuts out, and you can have a little shaker belly pig. Paper, all the paper is part of the paper share that we're seeing here for those who ordered paper share, so do not worry, those were included. Let's see, so here is the Sweet Jar bundle that I used last week with the punch. Highly recommend. I think this is a pretty cute sentiment with these. I like this little line thing. We had one similar a couple years ago. Different sentiments, and then a little flower builder. Let's see, there's some cute little gift tag things, some embossing folders, bling. So here's the little celebration sip. So there is a scrapbooking kit using this, but the product, so it's a mega suite, but you can get everything separate. There's a stamp set and dies if you want to make some cocktails or mocktails. It's got like all of the things, mint, celery stalk, lavender. Is there a drink you would put rosemary in? Because that's what that looks like to me. Strawberry, raspberry, and olive, orange slice or lime slice, the cherry. Let me know. I'm going to see. Is this supposed to be a rosemary? Are we putting rosemary in drinks? The clear plastic belly. Let me go back and see. I see there's a question. Somebody's asking on the live about the shaker dome. Small circle shaker dome. 1.5 by 1 7/8 by 7/16. So for whatever that is worth, that is it. And here it is on that little piggy. It's kind of cute. Oops. Sorry, I'm using my touch screen to zoom in. Little shaker belly. So that kind of gives you an idea because that's it on a card. So it's not real big. It's cute. Let's see what else. Here's the little loose shaker elements. I need to get those. Oh, we're going to see that popcorn here in a second. I think that is really cute too. Let's see. Here's this. I thought this was kind of cute. So if you're a big movie person, maybe you would love this little popcorn bundle. Popping in to say hello. No one's butter than you. That's hilarious. Aren't these cute? They're little faces, and then there's dies to cut them out. All these little popcorn popping in to say hello. And then there's like the little movie strip. I think it's kind of cute. I love those punny phrases. I'm into punny phrases. Try not to make you sick. Let's see. I think there's probably one more page worth of stuff that's new. There's a little boat, hybrid embossing folder. Some good sentiments here. There's a die, the sentiments. We've got some specialty paper, kind of a glimmer. I think this is going to be really popular, this, with these gold label ephemera. We have some dies, the stamp set, floral impressions, some new ribbon, gold strip that is in the ribbon share for those who ordered. Cute little animal. What are these sentiments? Hang in there, you made me proud, I believe in you. I do think the little dragon is cute. Is that a lemur and a lion? And of course, you know, we're seeing this because you can get the punch on its own. You don't need to get it as a bundle. And then that goes to all. Yep. So that's all of the new online exclusives. And of course, I always encourage you, you know, shop by what you're looking for. Menu, shop products. I'm looking for paper. So I'm going to come down to, oops. I'm going to try to use my mouse correctly. Shop products, paper and packaging. And I'm looking for cardstock. And of course, all of the 12 by 12 two-tone is going to show up in the packs. Now, our OG crumb cake is available in 12 by 12, so that's our dyed through, so you can see the price difference, $22, because we can use those for boxes. And we have it in black and white as well. But maybe I just want to see 12 by 12. And that's going to show me all my 12 by 12 cardstock options, including, again, so you're going to pay $12. You pay $2 more for the assortment pack because it takes labor to sort those. But a really great way to introduce yourself to the two-tone cardstock before you commit to a whole pack of color. Oh, look at that. I didn't know. Oh, Secret C, because it's the two-tone. I was like, I didn't know Secret C. Very vanilla in two-tone. I didn't realize we were going to get very vanilla in two-tone. Okay, I need to put that on my list. I feel like that would be very interesting. Very vanilla in two-tone. So here's the basic white. And this is going to be thick 12 by 12. So that's why it's $26. So this is our old school traditional Stampin' Up! Thick white cardstock in 12 by 12. So just so you are understanding the price difference. Isn't it so pretty? I just think it's so pretty to see all of these packs. And then basic black, 12 by 12 OG. Oh no, that's two-tone low inventory. I thought that was going to be, oh, okay. Maybe they didn't give us 12 by 12 black. I thought they were. White Willow, this is the close to my heart white. I think it was called Daisy or something, but it's now White Willow. And a lot of scrapbookers like this because it gives you it's a little heavier, but it's not super thick to where your page becomes really, really heavy. So let me know your favorite products that you have discovered. Let me know what's on your wish list. What are you ordering first? What's your favorite in color? Put that in the comments. So I love seeing that and learning what you guys are interested in, because there's a lot of times that you all will say, for example, oh, I love the layered thought stamp set. And I'm like, layered thought? What? I don't even know if that is. And I go look and I go, oh my gosh, I didn't even see that. I love that too. So that's why I like to know what you guys are looking at. So we'll just look at the cards one more time. So here's the one that I made with you with all of our pretty in colors. It looks really cool. I like this one. I like them both. Darn. Gosh darn. And then there's our 1/2 inch. So here we go. All right. Team 1/2 inch. Oh, wait. Team 1/2 inch or team 1/4 inch? Let me know. It's mirrored. Team 1/4 inch or team 1/2 inch? And then I do like how this looks too. I think it would be cute, maybe even clear emboss. See, clear emboss the sentiments. But this is tone on tone stamped, if you are wondering. That's Strawberry Slush on Strawberry Slush, Timid Tiger on Timid Tiger. Then our covered up cloud cover. Covered hits cloud covered. All right. That's funny. It's cloud covered. I think that's hilarious. I'm going to keep saying that for a few days. Cloud covered. So I do want to thank you all for being here. I really appreciate it. Next Tuesday, I'm 50-50. Probably no video next Tuesday because I'm either going to be still exhausted from the crop, or I will be still exhausted from the crop and at my nephew's actual graduation ceremony next Tuesday. So there will not be a video next Tuesday. I'll see if I can do something on a different evening, but I have no promises for that. And then the following Tuesday we would be good. And then we have the holiday. So we're going to be a little sketch here in May, but if anything, I might pop on and do some Facebook videos that will, they'll only be up to 30 days. So I might do that in between versus doing like the full out YouTube production here. So just a reminder, crop is Saturday. Looking forward to seeing all of my local folks, and just another reminder that if you are local and you're not coming to the crop, but you can pop in and pick up a catalog, shop the retired sale, please do that. And if you need directions or something, reach out to me. And I've got the June class for my local folks. And then otherwise, just happy shopping with all of the new product. Happy creating. What are you going to work on this summer? That's always a great question. And what was I going to say? Earn those 10% Stampin' Up! Rewards. Ding! All right, everybody, thank you so much for being here. We will see you in YouTube probably in 2 weeks. So just Facebook is the best way to know for sure, as well if I send a newsletter or not next week. I probably will send one next week if I'm not going to be on. So thank you. We'll see you next time.